Today, I'm going to show you how to use the email templates in Zenler and how to customize them and make them your own. I send out a weekly newsletter every week, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing and just play around and give you some instructions so you can do that too. Let me get my screen shared. All right, cool beans. So here we are inside New Zenler. You can see dashboard right here at the top. We're on that page. We are going to go to the tab where it says email broadcasts and click on it. And then if you can see behind my face here, there is a purple button that says create new broadcast. We're going to click on that. And then here, because this is just an example, I'm just going to type in example as the title. You could type in like template, whatever you want to do. Make sure you adjust your from name to be whoever you want it to be. I'm going to put in a different email. Then you're going to select from your email list. Now, I have a bunch of email lists. I can go over how to make email lists in another video, super simple. But for this one, I'm just going to send this out to what I call lead gen. So it's like mostly my entire network. Sometimes I might make sure all of my clients are getting it too, because I run a membership called the Pack. All right, marketing membership. Okay, so now we're going to click the next button. So here you can see all of these cool email templates that New Zenler has for us. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how to use one of these today, but man, the options are endless. Let me know in the comments if you want me to go over how to do, like, say, a special offer sale one or something like that, because those could be super fun to make. But I'm going to use this one that's called Angelica. Okay, now keep in mind with these templates, you can customize them to look like whatever you want them to. Let me show you, for example, one that I just sent out. Here you can see what happened last week. I sent this out just last Sunday. I send a newsletter out every week, and this is kind of what it looks like, okay? So I have my header, and this is all from that Angelica email template. So inside the pack, I linked to a YouTube video because I'm making YouTube videos every week. So please subscribe or like this video if you haven't already. This goes over a question that links directly back to my Facebook group. Okay, it's called Create Stories That Sell, where I'm just sharing helpful tips. And then every week I include some sort of affiliate thing or something I made or anything off the wall. I mean, I talk about movies I like, you name it, here, and then people can go grab these items. And then I just have like a fun quote. So you can have a lot of fun with this and really make it your own. All right, so we're going to grab this Angelica template. We're back on New Zenler, scroll all the way down, and then click next. Before I click next, the one thing I do want to say, if you want to write a very basic email that has nothing in it, you can do that. You just click this button that says switch to classic editor. Okay, I do that every week when I just want to send out text emails and not have something be like fancier. All right, so here we're just going to type in a subject, because you always want to have a subject and it's going to want one if you're going to save the draft. All right, and then here you can see the template, okay? And if you notice right here, we are now in the body of the template. And then if I scroll down and if I click on that, now you can see like body, footer, block, text. So depending on where you're at inside the template, you might be in the header portion, okay, here, or the body or the footer, okay? Think email templates are the same as the websites in the sense of, think of like blocks and rows and stuff like that, okay? So this is the different sections. All right, so here you can see if I select this, okay, if I select this row, let me orient you to this. So this plus sign button lets you add things, okay? So if I click add, you can see that I can add a block, okay, kind of like what I was talking about. Now the block could be text. It could be a heading, okay? So I could just add text. I can, again, click this, click to add a heading, okay? I'm just clicking the little delete here, select this again. Maybe I want an image, okay, that spans across the entirety. That's what this is. This is an image. It's just that in the settings, they've adjusted the pixels. If I do 600, that makes it go all the way across. Okay, if I come up here and I do width of 200, that makes it smaller and centered. Okay, so you can adjust that. All right, back to the plus sign. There are so many different options. The main ones that I would think that would be helpful for you to know, again, would be text, heading, the image. You can add in a button. Okay, those are important. Dividers are lines. So here's a divider, and if I click on the background button, I can then change the color of the background of that line. If I click on the line itself, okay, I'm selecting the line itself, I can change the color of the line. The settings of the lines allow you to increase the height, and the height means the thickness, okay? So you're gonna see, like I showed you in my newsletter, I had lots of lines, okay? Dividers is what they're called, okay? So let me just go ahead and delete that. So we're back to the beginning. I'm going to delete this space. Okay. All right. So here, what we're going to do is I am just going to click to add an image. To add in your image, like, so for mine, it said like inside the pack, I'm going to click on the image and then I click here and then I just click to choose file. I am going to go to my folder that has email template images and let me grab the one that just says inside the pack. Okay. All right. And then I'm just going to delete good old Angelica. Okay. All right. So here's the start. Now we get to the body. Okay. So here it just says, dear first name friend, I'm just going to be like, hey, because I'm more informal. And then I'm going to add in a variable. Variables are the personalizing thing. So just like, hey, and then I'm going to type, here's what happened last week, dot, dot, dot. And then I'm going to select the rest of this text and delete it. Okay. All right. And then now that I'm on the body portion, I'm going to click to add. And then I'm going to add the divider. And I'm going to show you a hack that speeds this up as we get going here. Okay. But I have to create a little bit of it first. So I select the divider. I click to make it the color I want. And then I'm going to increase the height. Okay. All right. Keep in mind as you're doing this that white space is everything, okay? Because we need white space to balance the text in the heading. So to do that, I am going to click to add what we call a spacer. This is similar to a divider, except it is blank space. So I'm going to increase the height of this spacer, okay? And then I am going to add the image. So that'll be for the YouTube video, okay? Now, to save myself time, I'm just gonna click this little button here that's the clone. Okay. And then the little button here that looks like an equal sign, that just allows you to move it. So I'm going to move this to the bottom of my image right there. Okay. And then I am going to, because I want space above the image and below it, I'm going to add a header, which is going to be the title of my YouTube video. And then I'm just going to clone the spacer, put it there. Now I'm going to add text. Okay. Now I like to have my text typically, this size text, you can see the text sizes aren't the same. This text size, to adjust the size, you're going to go up here to settings and you can see that the text size is size 18, which I really like. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to go to settings and I'm going to bump that up and you can see it just naturally bumps it up. So here I could have the description of my YouTube video, if I could type. Okay, so there's the description. Again, I'm going to clone this spacer and move it down. And then I'm going to add in, and I might even increase the space height of this. And then I'm going to add in a button. So we're going to go to button. Okay, now here's the fun part. Oh, I love buttons. Okay, you always want to make things very clickable and friendly for your people and easy to access the information you want them to. So we're going to adjust this button because right now I can't stand the color blue. Just to be honest, I use an orange color. So make sure you're clicked inside the button here. We're going to go up here to background, click on it, and let's do orange. That's more my jam. Now you can see it kind of has still that blue outline. Okay, so we're going to get rid of this border. Now, if you like border colors, that's cool. I could do a black. I could increase the width if I wanted to, but personally, I don't want it to have any border. Okay, I'm just going to have it be the button. Going back to settings here, you can adjust the padding. Okay, so how large you want the button to be. You can adjust the text size of the button. I'm going to leave it at 18 because that's what I like. To change the words, all you're going to do is type in, watch it here. So that's going to increase or decrease the size of the button space. And then most importantly, we want to be able to click the button and make it clickable. If we come up here, you're going to click on the settings. Oh, let me make sure my button's selected. Okay, you're going to click on the settings. There we go. And then you're going to drop the URL in. So maybe I want it to be my YouTube channel, Stephanie Parisi. Okay, all right. So now it has the link. So if I preview this, and I hover over it, you may not be able to see this in my screen, but it's showing me that it's linked to a URL. Okay, all right. Now let's keep going. Don't worry about this Angelica signature down there at the bottom. We'll get to it. So now it's just a matter of repeating the same things that we just did. Okay, so we clone the spacer, we move it down, then we're gonna add in another divider. So we move this guy down. Okay, so that's how I built out the whole thing. And we're going to clone this again, and then we move it down. So I'm going to just go through this, do it really quickly for you. So I have finished building out the rest of the template. So the really cool thing is now it's just plug and play. Okay, so every single week, all I have to do is just add in the pictures and I'm ready to go. Before you hop off my channel, check out these videos popping up with other new Zenler tutorials. If there's something that you want me to make, let me know in the comments and I'll try to get that done for you. Have a great rest of your week.